Hello, everyone. I hope you are good. I hope you are fine. Guys, I've just been telling you why you should run cryptocurrency, how much money you can make in cryptocurrency, but we have not really taken the time to understand what cryptocurrency really is. We have not learned about what is cryptocurrency. So let us rewind a little bit and understand what is cryptocurrency. And the definition is really simple. It says a cryptocurrency is the digital currency, which is an alternative form of payment created using encryption algorithms or cryptography. The use of encryption technologies means that cryptocurrencies function both as a currency and a visual accounting system. And crypto has been used for a wide range of applications, including buying goods and services, trading, and peer-to-peer transaction. So if you did not understand about this, it's fine because for a complete beginner, sometimes it's confusing. But I can give you a real life example, like the way I like to explain it. So consider you want to send funds to someone, or myself, I want to send someone, I want to send some funds to someone with our regular payment system, with our regular means of transferring funds. And our regular methods, I have to access the bank, all the bank's infrastructure. I have to go to the bank and then I have to deposit that amount in my bank account or to the person's accounts directly. And I need someone, I need that person's account details for me to send. So regularly, I will have to go to the bank. I want to send 500. I'm going to deposit in my account 500, and then I get the person details and send those funds. But remember what happens in the middle. For me to access the bank, I need to open an account with the bank. And to open an account with the bank, they need all my sensitive information, like they need my maybe an identity, they need my address, and everything sensitive about me, so that they can secure about that transaction. And remember, the bank is governed by a government. It's regulated by a government. Remember the term regulated by the government. So it means that the government can have access to all my details, all my funds. If by any means, like anything happens which tends to piss off the government, they can come to the bank and they can sue them, or they can subpoena them just for them to give them my information. They can maybe block my account. They can access all the details of all the transaction I'm doing and everything about me, because the bank is regulated by the government. But with cryptocurrency, it's different from that one. With cryptocurrency, I just need to have my funds. Let's say this is my wallet. It contains all my funds, and I want to just to send some amount from my wallet to send to someone else. What I need is that guy's address. If he has also a wallet like me, I can just take my funds directly and send and give that person the funds, which are any amount I want, without limitation, without anything. And by doing this, the government does not know how much I have, or the bank does not know how much I have. So I'm just sending the funds directly to that person without the middleman. And by the time middleman, I refer maybe to the government or any financial institution which is governed, regulated by the government, which allowed me to access their services for me to send, to transfer that transaction. So generally, this cryptocurrency is just me or you sending funds directly from your wallet to someone's wallet without the middleman. The middleman, as I said, any financial institution which is regulated by the government or regulated anyhow. So I think that way it's understandable. That's how you can define cryptocurrency in a simple way. So it's just transferring funds. It's a digital way of transferring those funds, because the funds are not here physically. They are just in maybe in my mobile or computer. So it's just physical. Everything is happening. It's a visual accounting system. By the time visual, something which you cannot touch. I cannot have it. This is my wallet, but this wallet is going to be maybe in my mobile phone or in my computer. Everything is done without contact. online. Everything is done online without a physical contact. That's what it means by here when they say a visual accounting system, and that's why it's called cryptocurrency, and it's a digital currency. So everything is digital without a physical. I think that one is understandable. So anytime you hear anyone talking about cryptocurrency, this is what we mean. Everything we are going to transfer funds, we are going to buy funds and everything without having those funds physically. Everything is being done in digital form. Okay, so the way we transfer this cryptocurrency is through cryptocurrency addresses, and these are different wallet addresses, and these wallet addresses are just a string of mixture of different numbers and letters. So, and with the mixture of that string, that's what we call a cryptocurrency address. So, why is crypto so important today? What problems does crypto solve? First of all, this crypto gives us an hedge against inflation. In countries with high inflation, cryptocurrencies offer an alternative store of value, helping people and business to preserve their wealth. So remember in year like 2019, 2020, 2021, where the whole world was hit by this pandemic, COVID-19. A lot of countries, they were hit with high inflation. Countries like USA, where they have this ability to print their own funds, their own currency, they can print as much of this USD as much as they want. So to cover this situation of a high pandemic, this COVID-19 thing, they went up and printing trillions and trillions of this USD. And by printing this a lot of funds like this, it caused their it caused the USDT to just to hit with this high inflation. And this high inflation means high interest rate. And high interest rate means just the people are going to suffer, just me and you. So with this cryptocurrency, there is no central bank authority that can inflate your money by printing trillions of dollars for stuffs which you really don't care about. And the second thing is decentralization. This cryptocurrency, it gives you more control and privacy to the people who are using it. It gives you protection from these central entities like these banks, because banks are controlled with the government. And since these banks, they depends for our money, they depend on our money for them to operate. So if let's say you have a lot of funds on a certain bank, like a lot of funds, and you want to go and withdraw your funds, sometimes you get this problem of having to explain yourself, like why are you going to withdraw these funds, you are withdrawing such a big amount and everything like that. You don't need to explain like that, because those are your funds. So this cryptocurrency, it's covered these problems. It's so important, because now you are going to have control of your funds. Anytime you want to withdraw your funds, you can withdraw your funds without anyone asking, like why are you going to withdraw this sum, why are you going to withdraw this much, because you have control. Crypto is self regulated. There is no government, no person is going to control your funds. You are the one in 100% full control. And the last thing is transparency and security. Crypto offers a secure and transparent way of recording transaction. This is because every transaction which is recorded, which is done on this cryptocurrency, is recorded on a public ledger. This is called the blockchain, and we are going to discuss about this blockchain in a moment. So this one leads us to Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency is just like an umbrella which carry all these cryptocurrencies. We have a lot of cryptocurrencies, but we are going to talk on Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency ever created. It was created in 2008 by a known person or a group of people. It is unknown, no one knows, but they used the name. It's a made-up name called Satoshi Nakamoto. This Bitcoin was initially created to be an electric peer-to-peer cash system, but it turns out that it attracted many investors as a store of value currency. Bitcoin, as for now, at this moment I'm recording this video, It covers the largest part of this cryptocurrency. That's why we are even discussing about Bitcoin. It covers roughly around 50% of the crypto market cap, the whole of cryptocurrency. Like 50% of it is covered by Bitcoin. So why do people love this Bitcoin? Why has it gained this attention of all these people? The reason people love Bitcoin is because Bitcoin is open source, which means that the code which makes up this Bitcoin is there on the public for people to see. If we come to the site like bitcoin.org and you pull out the white paper, now, this white paper is every cryptocurrency has this white paper. It gives you like kind of a rundown what the crypto was made for. So if you just come here, pull the white paper, it will give you like the details why the crypto, what the crypto was made for, the team. Sometimes it gives you the team which created the crypto and everything. If you are someone who needs to know like a lot of stuffs about the a certain crypto, this is where you will go for. You just go to the site of that crypto and then you can pull the white paper. So this is it's just a white paper for this Bitcoin, right? And how does this Bitcoin work? Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network called the blockchain. Blockchain is essentially a public and digital ledger that securely and sequentially logs every transaction, ensuring that they are permanently recorded. This public ledger, the blockchain, is comprised of blocks containing data that includes the transaction records such as who sent the Bitcoin, how much was sent, who was receiving it, and lastly, a unique identifier for that specific block, which is like a digital fingerprint. When you send and receive Bitcoin, the transaction is broadcasted to a network. It then gets verified by participants known as miners. So let's talk about this blockchain now. If we talk about blockchain, it's a really fascinating thing because it's like a public ledger. It's we can call it like a public ledger, but for a ledger for these cryptocurrency transactions. Remember when I gave you an example like I want to send someone, or you want to send someone some money, and then you use the bank. The bank is going to keep a record of all the transaction and all your details for you. So even the government have those kind of what of details about every transaction you make. But here in the cryptocurrency world, these records of this transaction are being stored on this blockchain, as the way it's called the block. Like every transaction in the cryptocurrency, every transaction which is made is stored in form of a block. So this block contains like data who sent this amount. It was sent from this wallet to this wallet, and then and everything like that. That's why it's stored in form of block, and that's why it's called blockchain. It's like a chain of all these blocks of data. So it's always there at the public. Everyone can access the blockchain. So anytime you hear someone making a transaction about this crypto transaction, and you want to see a history of that transaction, if they give you, we have something which you call like hash. Hash is like a unique number of every transaction made. If you just have that crypto hash, then you can just come here and paste it on the blockchain, and then you can see the history of that transaction, when it was made, it was sent from who and who. So let me give you a real example. So we come to this site like blockchain.com. This is also a blockchain site, and you can see like here we have this latest transaction. Like you see all these transactions which are popping up here are transactions from different people from every part of the world. These are all these BTCs which are sent. You can see they are changing, and we can click to any one of this one. So like this one, it's not yet that one is not yet validated. So let's look on another one. So let's click on any transaction, just a random transaction. Now you see, if you open any transaction, you can look here. This is the Bitcoin transaction. See, it was broadcasted on this network on this date, 26th of May 2024, and this is the time GMT plus 4. So this is the hash ID. This is the unique number of every transaction. Every transaction has this hash, and if you have this hash, you can just come here and paste it here. You see, it tells you search blockchain. You can search any transaction, any address. So here is another thing. When you have an address of any wallet of someone's wallet, then you can just come here and paste it here, and then you can see like how much fund that address is holding. So from here you can see like who sent this amount, and it was sent to this person, and the everything which is sent in this blockchain, every transaction which is made on this cryptocurrency, it's covered by fees. As you can see, this person paid this is like roughly 4 USD in fees, and he sent this amount of funds. It's like 700 USD, but in BTC it's 0.01. See, it was sent from this guy to this guy, and it's still pending. It is not yet completed. So this is one of the this is why this blockchain is very fascinating, and this is why this cryptocurrency is it's very secure and public, unlike the way you see these movies and governments portraying like this cryptocurrency as some kind of like secret thing. It's not secret, because if you come to blockchain, you can find any transaction, you can see a record of where it came from, where it went from, and everything like that. The only thing which you cannot see is like the names or the phone numbers or the emails. You just see a wallet address, like it was sent from this wallet, but you don't know who owns that address. So when we talked about these fees, now this one leads us to another part about how about this where that this fee goes. Like you are making a transaction, and we have already said like this cryptocurrency is not governed by any banks or any government. So where that this transaction goes, these transactions, these fees, the one which you see like this person paid 4 USD in fees, it goes to the miners, the people who are mining these cryptocurrencies. Now, what's the work of these cryptocurrency miners? Basically, we are talking about these BTC miners, because we are talking about Bitcoin. So, what's the work of these Bitcoin miners? Let's go to this part. So, let us talk about this Bitcoin mining. The transaction or creation of Bitcoin, of new Bitcoins, is done through the process called Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining is like a digital version of mining for gold, where instead of physical mining, computers solve complex math problems that validates and secure transaction on blockchain. So talking about this Bitcoin mining, in the real world, it's like mining gold, where people they go to gold mines, and then they dig land, and then they look for those stones which they can mix with mercury and everything like that, and then they can get gold. But in this cryptocurrency world, Bitcoin mining is done on the computers. Computers act as a land. Instead of people going to dig land, they install a special program on special computers. Basically, these computers which has a lot of processing powers, right? So they install this special program, and this special program is going to run on the background without you having to do anything. You just install it, and then it's going to run on the background, and it's going to solve different or complex mathematical problems. These mathematical problems, they are the ones which make up the blockchains. Here we are talking about the Bitcoin blockchain. So they are going to secure those transactions, and they are going to create new blocks. And remember, what are these blocks? As I told you, these blocks is just a, let's say like this one is a block. This block contains data of every Bitcoin transaction, like who sent this block, where is it going from, the person who sent it has enough Bitcoin for it to be sent. So they are the one which are solving this problem in the background. Remember, Bitcoin is not controlled by anyone. It's not controlled by any government. It's self-regulated. It is being controlled by different computers. So it's not like someone's computer is controlling this. This guy's computer, it's a lot of computer, different computer, like millions computer. And this computer are owned by different people. Even I myself, I can just have a computer and then put that Bitcoin software and then can keep working on the background. So the way everyone is having like his own computer, which is going to mine this Bitcoin, they are going to compete on each other. This competition is what we call like Bitcoin mining. So the way the computer which is fast enough, which can solve this problem, is the one in the end is going to be rewarded by Bitcoin. So that process is called Bitcoin mining because this computer was working on the background to solve different mathematical problems. And once it solves, it makes sure that it secures and validates those blocks of data. And then the one which is now the winner is going to be rewarded by Bitcoins. That's the process of Bitcoin mining. So this process of securing the transaction, like validating the transaction and then securing the network and adding new blocks to the blockchain is what we term as proof of work. So proof of work is essentially just if you hear about proof of work, essentially this is just it's just a method which people use to obtain this uh, these bitcoins. Like people have to work. The way people work, they have to put their computers to work. The way their computers work is by solving different problems on the blockchains. So every computer is going like to validate like this data. The person who is sending this bitcoins, does he have maybe like enough bitcoin for him to send? The address which is going, is it a Bitcoin network? And everything to ensure like it's secure and it's validated. So the computer which is going to come up with the answer faster is the one which is then is going to be rewarded by Bitcoin. Hence, that one is called Bitcoin mining. And that whole process now is what we call proof of work, because this computer has to provide proof that it has worked on this one. So then it's going to get rewarded. And where do these rewards comes? The fees which I showed you, like when a person sends does a transaction on Bitcoin. If I send maybe 500 worth of USD, 500 USD worth of Bitcoins to someone, I'm going to be charged like 3 USD or 4 USD. That fund, that 4 USD or 3 USD is going to be rewarded to this the person who provided proof of work that he did the work. That's where the funds are going. So this process involves verifying the transaction to ensure they are valid. For example, to make sure the sender has enough Bitcoin to complete the transaction. Once a miner successfully solves the problem and validates the block, the new block is added to the blockchain and the miner is issued with the new Bitcoin as a reward, just the same as I have explained to you. So I think that way you should have understand about the proof of work. So just to make a review for you to understand even more, Bitcoin mining is created. People they mine this Bitcoin by providing this proof of work, and this proof of work is whereby a person a person puts his computer to work, and this computer has to verify the transaction to ensure like they are valid, to ensure like every security which is needed on the blockchain is correct, and then this person is being rewarded with these bitcoins as a reward. So proof of work was just one of the method which people use to obtain these bitcoins. But there is also another alternative method apart from proof of work, which is more energy consuming, like it consumes a lot of energy. So not everyone can afford to have the money to pay for a lot of electricity, because remember, electricity is not free unless you want to use solar, which not everyone can afford to use solar. So another alternative way of mining Bitcoin, of getting Bitcoin, apart from that proof of work where you have to use a lot of electricity, is what we call proof of stake. So proof of stake is a more modern way and the one which is being adapted most by this time. What is proof of stake? Proof of stake is a consensus mechanism used by some blockchain networks as an alternative to proof of work. It's designed to be more energy efficient and operates on different principles. So this one is just on, as I said, it's an alternative of this proof of work. Instead of people going to use a lot of power, I have to put my computer to buy like a computer which can have high processing power, which is going to consume a lot of electricity. For me to mine bitcoins, I can just use proof of stake. So the way proof of staking, as the way it says proof of stake, what is staking? Staking means holding up or locking up of something. So in case of this Bitcoin, proof of stake means locking up some of your Bitcoins. And if it's not Bitcoin, we talk about cryptocurrency in general, locking up some of your crypto so that they can support this cryptocurrency of operations, like the network's operations. So let's give an example about Bitcoin because we are covering about Bitcoin. I told you like the first method where people are using proof of work to obtain Bitcoins, like they have to put their computers on or this special program so that they can start mining Bitcoins. But with this proof of stake, I just need to have cryptocurrency, right? I need to have some funds in cryptocurrency. Then these funds, there are special companies, there are special these networks, which I can open like a wallet, or I can open an account with them, and then I can lock them to I can lock this cryptocurrency to their network, and then they are the one who are going to work to secure and validate everything on this blockchain and all those transactions, instead of me having a computer. So I'm just going to stake my cryptocurrency. In the end, I'm going to be given as a reward. So the reward depends on which on your agreement on that contract, depending on the on different that network or different companies. So sometimes you can be given in terms of percentage. So maybe I am going to lock my cryptocurrency maybe for 3 months, for 2 months, for 1 month, and then I can get a return. It's like an investment. We can just term it as investment, but they are just going to give it as a fancy name of staking. So I'm going to stake up my cryptocurrency. Then by the end of some times, I'm going to be given some cryptocurrency as a reward, because now my cryptocurrency are the one which are going to work for me instead of the computer to work for me. My these cryptos, they are the one which are going to work for me, and then I will be given cryptocurrency as a return. We'll understand more as the way we keep on learning this thing, because as a complete beginner it can be like confusing, but anyway, let us just continue. So what are the key features of this proof of stake? Staking cryptocurrency, as I have told you, in proof of staking, validators equivalent to those miners in proof of work are chosen to create new blocks and validate transaction based on the amount of cryptocurrency they hold and are willing to stake or lock up as a collateral. So here's the thing, the person who is going to lock more is the one who is going to get more. So let's say we are 10 people, or let's say we are 3 people. We are going to stake our cryptocurrency on a certain cryptocurrency network or company. So I stake maybe 500 worth of those cryptos. Depends on, maybe it's BTC, it is Ethereum, or anything. And then my friend stakes maybe 200, and another person stakes 10,000. The person who is taking who has staked this 10,000, in the end is going to be chosen and is going to get more returns based on, because he's the one who staked more. So another feature is random selection and validation. Validators are selected to confirm blocks of transaction. The larger they stake, the higher their chances of being chosen. So basically, this is more like a lottery. We cannot say it's lottery, but it's like a lottery system, because the person who has higher is going to get even much higher, right? In rewards, unlike proof of work, where miners are rewarded with new cryptocurrencies, validators in proof of stakes may receive transaction fees as a reward. The actual reward mechanism can vary between different proof of stake based blockchains. So, in that proof of work, people are being rewarded with this like a completely, sometimes they get a completely new bitcoins like you don't take from someone, but sometimes you can get those bitcoin fees. Sometimes they get like a completely new bitcoin or a completely new cryptocurrency based on which network. But here in this proof of staking, these validators, the people who have put their funds as collateral, they are going to be rewarded with this the fees which people are going to pay fees on depends on this network. Mostly mostly this proof of staking is being done on Ethereum network. People are being rewarded with ETH. ETH are gas. And what is gas? For a person to make a transaction on Ethereum network, he has to pay those transaction fee. That transaction fee, which is being used to cover the network operation, it's what is called the gas, GAS. So this gas, this transaction fee is the one which is being rewarded to the validator in this proof of staking. And the last one is energy efficient. Proof of staking is considered more energy efficient than proof of work because it doesn't require intensive computational work and power to validate transaction. Because I'm just going to stake my cryptos, I do not need to have a computer for me to do this. I can just I can do this using my mobile phone and then everything can be done. Unlike proof of work, I have to put my computer to work. So this one is being considered more energy efficient and it's being adapted more in this modern days because not everyone can afford computers to do proof of work. So people are just going to stake their cryptocurrency. And here you can find the difference, the pros and cons based on between this proof of work and proof of staking. So you can see like in proof of work is security. I think we have covered most of these ones. So let us see like four ways where how you can make you can make money from crypto. First and the most used and common ways is through crypto trading and value appreciation. You buy the crypto and over time the value appreciates. You can then lock in some profit or you can sell. So basically, let me give you an example. Back in, let's say, maybe in 2010 or 2011, 2009, when this Bitcoin was still new, the people who bought Bitcoin by that time, they became and managed to hold. They became millionaires in these two 2020s and anything like that. They became millionaires because they bought Bitcoins while the value was just still low. It was just cents, and now the value has gone to thousands and thousands. So let's say for a person who had maybe like 10,000 or worth of Bitcoin by that time, now he's having millions and millions. It's more than more than 400 million USD. So you see, they become millionaire. So that's the first way people make money. You buy a cryptocurrency while it's still new, and to this day there's a lot of cryptocurrency which are being brought to life, which are being created. So if you know like which cryptocurrency to buy and you hold, by time as time goes up, the value keeps on going up and up and up. So let's say you bought a crypto while it was still the value of it was like worth of one USD, and then it just goes up to maybe 5,000 or 10,000 worth of USD. You make money. So that's one of the way people make money in this crypto world. They buy while it's still new or still down, and then they wait, they hold. So that process, it requires you to be patient. Okay, it's not like normal trading, like no forex trading. You just buy and sell, and you just make it doesn't not work like that. You just need to be patient. And the second method which people make, how people make money in this cryptocurrency is by crypto staking. As I have told you about crypto staking, you earn passive income by locking up some of your cryptocurrency in a wallet to support the network's operation. So how is this different from the one crypto trading? See, if today I buy, maybe today I buy 100 USD worth of Bitcoin, I can decide to sell them tomorrow and take up, withdraw my funds and use it. No one is going to give me limitation. But with this crypto staking, I have a contract. I'm going to buy maybe 100 worth of Bitcoins, but I am not allowed to use those Bitcoin or to trade or do anything for the maybe 2 months or 1 month, depends on the time frame which I choose or the time frame which the specific network has put. Like maybe if you stake today, you can unstake maybe after 3 months or 6 months. So that way your money is going to be put to support the network operation. And the way the network operation, the value of their cryptos goes up, then you can make funds. But if they do not go up, then you can still lose money. So that's how it works. Sometimes it's dangerous, but you have to take risk or you don't take risk. Depends on you. That's how crypto work. And the third method which people use to make money in this crypto is through crypto mining. You earn block rewards for using computational power to validate transaction and secure a blockchain network. The way I told you, the proof of work, the crypto Bitcoin mining, you put your computer to work for you. And then the way it works, you are going to be rewarded with Bitcoins after it solves the different problems, mathematical problems. And remember, this whole process is going to be done in the background. You do not see. You just need to install the computer rig. You just need to install the mining rig. It's going to mine. You just relax and do other stuffs, and then you come and check you have got some bitcoins, and it's just as simple as that. But the downside is that it needs a lot of electricity and a lot of computing power, and the computers which mine these bitcoins, they are expensive. Like just the minimum computer. I mean, for a minimum, you can get them for at least the 2,000 USD. So you see, it's very expensive. And the fourth method, which is the last one, is crypto DeFi. What does the word DeFi means? The word DeFi means decentralized finance. What is decentralized finance? So, decentralized finance, as DeFi, is an umbrella term for financial services on blockchains. With DeFi, you can do most of the things that banks support: earn interest, borrow, lend, buy insurance, trade derivatives, trade assets, and more. But it's fast and it does not require third party or all paperwork. So this crypto DeFi, as it sell it as the way it is, decentralized finance. So this is finance, but also it is decentralized. Same as you go to bank. If you can go to bank and then you can borrow money, you can put your house as a mortgage or anything like that as collateral, or you can put your car or your land, a piece of land, then they can give you some money, which you are going to pay by interest. It's the same thing here, but here you are not going to put your land, you're not going to put your car, or you're not going to put your house. There are sites here where you can borrow cryptocurrency. They can lend you, and then you can pay with interest later. The only thing which you are going to do here, you are going to sign a smart contract. Let me show you an example. So this is an example of like DeFi lending, this decentralized finance. In the traditional lending, where you have to go to the bank, the bank, you need to have like they need to see your bank statement, how you have been performing over by depositing money in the bank, so they can see the circulation of your funds. And then you need to have someone to support you, like someone who's going say, I know this guy, he can borrow money and so far and anything, everything like that. And then you have to fill a lot of paperwork. You need to also have collateral. But DeFi lending, this decentralized finance, you are just going to sign a smart contract. We learn about smart contract as we learn about cryptocurrency. So this smart contract, you're just going. There's no third party. You do not have to have this. They say like circulation. You don't need like bank statement to see how you have been circulating money in the bank or anything like that. You just need to sign a smart contract, and you are going to put your money as collateral. You'll understand this as time goes by. But some of the sites which allow this crypto defying this compound, Aave, this Uhodra, Uniswap, and MacDAO. We are not going to go about this one for now. But as time go, we learn about this Aave. We learn about this Aave in the moment, but not now. Okay, that all being said, now that we understand crypto is trading, you have to trade, you can buy and sell crypto. Anything trading is risky. So is crypto. So we are going to learn about the risks of cryptocurrencies. What are the risks which comes with this trading cryptocurrency? So the risk of crypto trading, all cryptocurrencies, even Bitcoin, are considered high risk assets because they are volatile and experience massive price fluctuation in short periods of time. Unlike fiat currency like US dollar, pound, and this euro and anything like that, they are regulated by the banks, so there are a lot of factors which make them to go up and down, but they do not fluctuate that like massive the way as cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies, they do not, like if we talk about dollar, it gets its value maybe from gold or GBP pound. It gets its value, it derives its value from a pound of gold. Like by that time when the GBP pound was it was being established, it was like 1 pound of gold. It was also equivalent to 1 pound. That's why it was called GBP pound. So those one, they have somewhere where they get their value. They are being backed by certain thing, like mostly it's gold. But with this cryptocurrency, they are not backed with this kind of assets. So someone with a lot of knowledge, a lot of this computer education, and some support, financial support, they can wake up today and decide to code a cryptocurrency, because it's not governed by anyone. No one is going to tell you, no, you cannot start your own cryptocurrency. You can do this, you cannot do this. No, this is the free world. So anyone can just wake up today and start his own cryptocurrency. So because this thing are not backed up by anything which is more stable, they can get their value, they can depreciate fast, or they can go up very fast, and they can go down very fast. So like Bitcoin, it can even lose half 50% of its value over a single night, or it can go even up of its value in a single night. So it's very volatile, unlike anything. So something which is very volatile like this, it's risky. So anytime you are trading this Bitcoin, make sure you trade something which you are willing to lose. Like for me, if you have maybe let's say 100, you can try to risk maybe 50 or 20, or you can risk 100. If you are willing to lose 100, you can risk. But remember, this is where people, they become millionaires on these types of risk. Someone can maybe buy a crypto worth of 2000 USD, and then overnight that crypto, it goes times 100 its value. It goes maybe times 200 its value. This person is going to make a lot of money. So as I always say, guys, no risk, no rosy rosy, okay? And but also remember, this is not financial advice. This is just me speaking from my experience. Always risk what you are willing to lose. If I risk 10,000, it's because I can lose 10,000. If I risk 100, it's because I can lose 100. So also yourself risk what you can afford to lose. Um, so also risk of crypto staking. When you stake your crypto assets, sometimes they are locked up for a certain period. During this time, you cannot sell or use them, which might be an issue if you need liquidity or if the market condition change unfavorably. You'll be stuck holding the bag. Here's the thing in this crypto world. Remember I told you about proof of staking. When you stake your cryptos, you are being given a smart contract. Like you cannot sell, you cannot do anything with those cryptocurrency for a certain period of time. Maybe for 1 month, maybe for 3 months, maybe for 1 year or 5 years. So during this period, the company which you have gone to stake your cryptos and does not perform well, they can go bankrupt, or they can depreciate to zero. The value of that company can depreciate to zero, because remember that company itself is a crypto. Let's say let's give an example of Aave. I showed you before. Aave is a crypto, but it's also a network, it's also a company. If you go to stake there and then the value goes to zero, you'll be holding zero. You're not going to make anything. That's what it means here. However, you can avoid this risk through a service that many top crypto exchanges offer, called the soft staking. You learn this as the time goes by. This soft staking allows you to receive the benefits from staking without locking up your crypto for an indefinite period of time. You are essentially allowed to unstake your crypto at any time to reduce your risk. Another option that is offered from exchanges is this Coinbase, like Binance, is having a staking period that is usually a number of days from the time of request and does not require to set time frame. So general, let me show you something else. General risk of crypto mining: profits margins are thin. Remember when I told you about mining bitcoins, this proof of work, you are going to use a lot of computer power. But during back in like 6 7 years ago, back in 2010 to 2015, it was profitable because it was the only way to make to get bitcoins through. It was through Bitcoin mining, and by that time there were not a lot of miners. People were mining bitcoins, they were just very few. But now miners are over millions, millions of people are mining Bitcoin all over the world. So the competition is very big. And remember, with this proof of work, only the computer, only the person whose computer solved the math problem faster than other is going to be rewarded with Bitcoin. So let's say your computers are slow, your computer does not have enough power, you're not going to get anything. In the end, you have used a lot of electricity. You have already invested so much funds to make that mining rig, and then you are going to make anything. So the profits sometimes are thin to zero. And as I said, this equipment, electricity can be costly. So rewards are reduced and payout is decreasing. This one, I've talked about this. Here is the picture I wanted to show you just as an example. You see this one here is a Bitcoin mining in Iceland. And what they say, like this Bitcoin mining itself, it's using a lot of electricity, more than combining all the houses which are found in Iceland. So you see just one mining rig, it's using a lot of electricity more than the country itself. You can do the math there. So let's keep up with this general risk of cryptocurrency. You see, this cryptocurrency is open source and it's not governed by any government or anything. So this one attracts a lot of scams. According to chainanalysis.com, in 2022 itself was the biggest year for crypto hacking, with 3.5 US dollar billion was stolen in cryptocurrency. It was just lost, completely lost like that. There are a lot of scams in this crypto. So you have to be careful, because the person who you are going to trust, you make sure, if you are new to this thing, make sure the person who is going to guide you, trust him. Find a trusted source to be your lead. Because if you don't have a trusted person to lead you, then you are going to lose a lot of funds. There are a lot of scammers here. Regulatory concerns and the involving laws. Since crypto is so new, the framework for how crypto is allowed to operate in the government's financial system is still unclear. So you see, some countries like Nigeria, you see, there's a very, very hard situation with Nigeria concerning cryptocurrency. I think the people who are in Nigeria, they can relate, like getting bitcoins, getting this USDT and everything like that. It's really a headache in countries like that, because this crypto is so new. So this government does not know how to regulate it. And since they see many people are now favoring this cryptocurrency as their ways of payment, they want also to find a way to regulate them. So that also is already an issue. And the lack of transparency and all oversight of this for crypto companies. In the past 2 years, we witnessed some of the most prominent crypto projects. So there were some people who started these crypto projects, and then they were not transparent to their cryptocurrency holders. You see, people that are starting these projects, and in the end of this project, they end up on running with people's money. They end up on dumping the cryptocurrency itself, and then they go with their funds. So this is also lack of transparency. Before you invest in any project, make sure you understand the ABC of that project, and you trust the person who's behind that project. Market volatility. Cryptocurrency are volatile by design, and their market are highly speculative. As I told you, like these things, they can lose even the value of these currencies, even 50% by overnight. So they are very volatile. So after we have known this risk, how are we going to protect ourselves from these crypto scams and everything like that? Make sure you use a trusted password manager for your crypto keys. I've not taught you but one of the ways to secure people, the secure cryptocurrency, they are going to have like a USB. This USB is going to have to contain all their cryptos. So, because this, I'm repeating this over and over, cryptocurrency is self regulated, it's not controlled by any government. So, anyone having cryptocurrency is, if I have maybe 500 USD worth of cryptos, maybe worth of bitcoins or ethereums, those are mine. Government does not know about it, no one does not know about it. I have 100% full control over it. So the way I can decide to store it is to store those one on their special USB. This special USB, they only store cryptocurrency. We called them hot storage. So in this USB, you are going to set your own password or fingerprint, and then you are going to set. So you are the only one who is going to have access to those cryptocurrencies. Write your keys down and store them in an encrypted file offline. So most of the common ways people store these cryptocurrencies through a cryptocurrency digital wallet, not like this one, but a digital form. You open up maybe an account on a certain exchange, or just a crypto wallet, maybe Bitcoin wallet or Trust wallet, any wallet which you can use to install crypto. We do not have a password when we create this crypto wallet. Alternative form of password which you use is this. We have secret phrase. This secret phrase mostly contains like 12 unique words. They are unique to everyone. So these ones are like your key, and everything. You have to protect them with your life, because if you lose this secret phrase, then you have lost all your funds. So instead of me having to open an account, register, like you open maybe Facebook, Instagram, you're going to register your email and everything. You just open an account by on a crypto exchange, you are just being given this secret phrase. That secret phrase is your account, so you are supposed to guard it. When you lose it, you have lost your account. It's like you have lost your password, you have lost your logins. So the secret phrase is your login. So the best way to secure them is for you to write down on a piece of paper. Do not take screenshot. Do not store them on your phone or any digital copy. You just store them offline. You write them on a piece of paper, and then you keep it. You keep it maybe on your anywhere where you think you can know. You are the only one who can access them. Because if anyone else access that one, then they can just go and log in to to the crypto wallet, and then they can transfer the funds. No one is going to deny them, because no one knows that account is yours apart from you. Another thing, do not answer messages from random people, fake influencers. So you have to be careful. By any chance you see me following your account, you need to validate, am I there? Am I really, this guy really Ibrahim Minano followed me? Because there are a lot of people opening accounts using my name, like a lot of scammers, they are pretending to be me or even another bigger person in this world. And then they try like to message you, you want to do investment and so. I've received a lot of cases, people they come to complain like, you ask this fancy, and I come to check it, guys, I have never even texted you. I will never text you first. You are the one who should text me first. So anytime you see like I've texted you first, you need to check twice, is this the real guy or anything like that. And do not click random links. People can, someone can access your computer or your phone just by you clicking the link they sent to you, even if it's a spam link. Okay, do not buy into project without researching who's behind them. Remember, I told you like people they are coding these things. So instead of you, before you go and buy any cryptocurrency, even if it's Bitcoin or anything, you need to done a proper research. Use only reputable exchanges and wallet. And as I told you, you need to have someone to guide you who has already done this, has already used these things. Use Ask if you know, like you do not know like which exchange is legit, which exchange is more reliable, which wallets are reliable. Ask someone who knows about this thing. And the last one, use VPNs just for general protection.